Hello everyone, welcome back to our monthly newsletter video. And it's a little bit later than when we usually put it out, but I figured I'd make it anyway since I know a lot of you kind of enjoy the video format. And I thought that we could just kind of jump right into it. And the first really big update that we have is that we're actually going to be moving forward in our pursuit of a histological study of the foreskin. And really kind of what this means is that we'll be analyzing the cell types and structures in the foreskin and quantifying those. And it's pretty much a prerequisite and kind of a significant part of being able to move on to human trials, since this will give us a lot of data on the foreskin and making sure that what we regrow or regenerate actually matches what's naturally there, or like if it hadn't been removed in the first place. And it's an important study since the last one that was kind of like this was done right around 25 years ago. So obviously technology has kind of come a long way, and the techniques that we have at our disposal are quite a bit, they've obviously developed quite a bit in the past 25 years. So we have a lot more now that we can kind of use to make this a really good study and something that will be not only beneficial, I think, for Foregen's research, but then also just kind of for the movement in general. Obviously being able to put this data out there and people can use it to kind of debunk the arguments against the foreskin just being a useless flap of skin or something that really isn't necessary. If we have this data though, we can show that there are important things there and we can quantify it as well. So I think this is really going to be an exciting study. We're going to have more to share with you in upcoming newsletters and upcoming announcements, so stay tuned for that. And another thing I wanted to address here is we oftentimes get the question of kind of what we can share about animal trials and if we can put out like results or data as they kind of come in. And really, if we do that, part of what we would risk there is our ability to put it, for example, in a peer-reviewed journal. And a peer-reviewed journal is very important since it kind of helps to legitimize the results, and it's other people who are in the field that are reviewing the work, looking over it, asking questions or asking for clarifications, and our scientists and our team can respond to that. And it's really just kind of an important process to making sure that our work gets out there and it's in a journal. And if you look, for example, this is one of the ones that we have here from Nature, since I think quite a few people are familiar with it. They actually have on their page for authors, their editorial page, for people who are looking to publish with them, that this is a direct quote from them: the criteria for publication of scientific papers or articles in Nature are that they report original scientific research, the main results and conclusions must not have been published or submitted elsewhere. So obviously it'd be a bit of a risk for us to put a lot of data or results out there, given that if we do that, it could kind of could jeopardize our ability to put the final results in a paper. And obviously we would hate to have all the work and the effort and of course the donations from our supporters put into this research, and then we wouldn't be able to put it out there in an actual journal and have that to share with people and to show for it. So obviously that's just kind of to address that question that we get quite a bit about what updates we have and what we can share in terms of animal trials. And really another important announcement as well, something I'm happy to announce too in this newsletter, is that we actually have another generous cryptocurrency donor who donated $5,000 this month, and that put us over our $20,000 goal for the second time in a row this year. So I really want to say my thanks to them, and of course the entire Foregen community. We have so many people who support us in so many different ways, and that's obviously really what sets Foregen apart and really makes it very unique. All the people who are so dedicated, all the volunteers who put their time into it, put their heart and soul into it, since they know this is such an important project. And to that end, we had, for example, in July, over 30 new people who signed up as donors. And obviously our thanks goes to them too, and we welcome them into our community, and hopefully they can help to make an impact as well, not only through their donations, but talking with other people about the issue or communicating it in a way that helps other people to kind of see why this is so important and why it's so important to help those who are affected by circumcision and not having their foreskin, and why they want to get it back. And that pretty much wraps up the newsletter video for this month. And until September, I will see you next time.